Well, lawmakers here in the Senate basically said they were going to not pass the budget until they had passed a package of constitutional amendments. And that group of amendments included everything from requiring ID for voters and also changing the way that we elect a lieutenant governor. But it was the amendment that says abortion is not a right under the Pennsylvania Constitution, or something in which taxpayer funding is guaranteed as well, that had a lot of people demonstrating at the Capitol today. This group was rallying outside of the Capitol, and they were very critical of the Senate lawmakers who approved this legislation. And they believe that it will lead to further restrictions on abortion in PA. Democrats are accusing Republicans of just trying to circumvent Governor Wolf's veto pen, which has doomed other abortion restrictions passed by lawmakers.
They talk about wanting to respect the rights of the public, but I think in some respects they are attempting to circumvent the process. The public pays a lot more attention to the election of governor, the election of U.S. Senator election, those elections than they do these ballot initiatives.
This is just us giving the people of Pennsylvania the ability to put their voice into what our laws in Pennsylvania are.
Now, that bill heads over to the House, and if and when they pass it, it would have to be passed again in a consecutive session, which starts in January, in order to begin the process of getting it on the ballot for voters to make a decision. Again, a process that the governor is not even involved in. And when the House votes on it, and even if they vote on it, could determine exactly when voters might have a say. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.